Hey Hallyu lovers! Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the latest K-drama secrets, celebrity news, and everything you don't see on camera. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the crowd. 'Cause today, we're diving into a breaking story that has completely shut down social media. Lee Min-ho has finally spoken out, and the entire entertainment world is buzzing with excitement. For years, fans have speculated, debated, and even argued over the true nature of his relationship with Song Hye-kyo. Were they just friends? Was there ever something more? Did the whispers about their connection have any truth behind them? And now, at last, Lee Min-ho himself has addressed the topic directly, leaving fans across the globe stunned, emotional, and eager to dissect every single word. The moment he chose to speak out has become one of the hottest talking points in the entertainment industry, and you can almost feel the electricity in the air. Isn't it amazing how two names alone can set the entire internet on fire? Lee Min-ho has always been known for his charm, his iconic roles, and his ability to capture hearts with his performances, but when it comes to his personal life, he has always remained carefully private. Song Hye-kyo, too, has guarded her heart, keeping her private matters away from the endless speculation of the media. That's exactly why this moment feels so monumental. It's rare for either of them to comment on rumors, let alone directly speak about each other. And yet here we are, with Lee Min-ho's words sparking a frenzy among fans who have waited so long to hear what he truly feels. Can you feel that anticipation building as we dive into what he finally revealed? The context surrounding his statement has only added more fuel to the fire. Fans say the timing couldn't have been more perfect or more dramatic. Over the past few months, there has been a storm of speculation about Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo. From coincidental social media posts, to overlapping schedules, to fans catching the smallest interactions that hinted at something deeper, the Min-kyo fandom has been in overdrive. And then, just when the chatter reached its peak, Lee Min-ho broke his silence. Imagine waiting for years to hear something, and suddenly the person you've admired finally delivers. Wouldn't your heart be racing too? When Lee Min-ho spoke, it wasn't in a dramatic press conference or some carefully crafted PR statement. Instead, it felt natural, heartfelt, and strikingly genuine. He acknowledged the noise around their names, he acknowledged the endless curiosity, and most importantly, he acknowledged Song Hye-kyo herself. The way he spoke about her has fans convinced there's more to the story than meets the eye. His words were filled with admiration, respect, and a warmth that left many speechless. Isn't it incredible how tone alone can reveal what words sometimes don't say outright? The internet exploded instantly. Clips of his comments spread like wildfire, with hashtags about Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo shooting to the top of trending charts in multiple countries. Fans began analyzing every single detail of what he said, trying to decode the meaning behind his words. Some believe it was a subtle confession, others believe it was his way of defending Song Hye-kyo from harsh rumors, and many believe it was simply his attempt to finally put the endless speculation to rest. But whichever side you're on, one thing is clear: his words have changed the conversation forever. Do you think he intended to spark this reaction, or do you think he was just speaking from the heart? What makes this moment even more powerful is how it reflects their history in the industry. Both Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo are titans of Korean entertainment. Their careers have spanned decades, their fanbases stretch across the world, and their names are synonymous with excellence. Seeing one legend speak out about another instantly elevates the conversation beyond simple gossip. It feels like we're witnessing something historic. When stars of their caliber acknowledge each other, it resonates on a deeper level, almost like a crossover fans never thought they would see. Doesn't it feel almost cinematic, like something out of a perfectly written drama? And then there's the emotional impact on the fans. The Min-kyo fandom has long been one of the most passionate groups in entertainment. They've spent years creating edits, writing stories, sharing theories, and holding on to the dream of Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo being connected in a special way. For them, Lee Min-ho's words weren't just casual comments, they were validation, proof that the bond they've always believed in has some truth to it. The way fans celebrated online, with messages of joy, tears, and even disbelief, shows just how deeply this moment has touched people. Can you imagine being part of a fandom that finally sees years of hope rewarded by a single heartfelt statement? Of course, not everyone agrees on what his comments mean. Some fans interpret them as purely professional, emphasizing respect and admiration without crossing into romance. Others are convinced that the emotion in his voice, the choice of his words, and even his body language suggests something far more personal. The debates rage on, with social media split into camps, yet everyone is still united in one thing. This was a moment worth remembering. Isn't it fascinating how one statement can spark endless interpretations, each one fueled by passion and imagination? Meanwhile, Song Hye-kyo's silence in response has only heightened the intrigue. Fans are eagerly waiting to see if she will address his comments, whether in an interview, a social media post, or even in subtle ways like she's been known to do in the past. Her response, or lack of one, could be just as telling as Lee Min-ho's words themselves. Do you think she will eventually speak out, or do you think she'll continue to let the mystery linger, knowing that sometimes silence speaks louder than words? The entertainment media has already jumped on the story, with headlines declaring it the confession fans have been waiting for and the moment that changed everything. Journalists are digging deeper, trying to uncover whether there's more behind his comments than what we heard. Industry insiders are offering their own takes, some suggesting that Lee Min-ho has been holding back for years and finally reached a point where he wanted to acknowledge the truth. Others think it's simply his way of showing support for a colleague who has faced unfair scrutiny. No matter which version you believe, it's undeniable that the impact is massive. Doesn't it feel like we're living through a turning point in K-drama history? As fans continue to process, there's a sense of excitement about what comes next. Could this be the beginning of more openness between Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo? Will we see them appear together in public more often, collaborate on projects, or even one day confirm the relationship fans have long dreamed of? The possibilities feel endless, and that sense of anticipation is what keeps people glued to their screens, refreshing social media for the latest updates. Isn't it thrilling to think we might be on the verge of something even bigger? In the end, what matters most is the authenticity of the moment. Lee Min-ho didn't have to speak out, he could have continued with his silence, as he always has. But by choosing to address Song Hye-kyo publicly, he gave fans something real to hold on to, a glimpse into his thoughts that feels rare and precious. Whether it was a confession, a defense, or simply an acknowledgement, it has left a lasting mark on his fans and on the narrative that has surrounded him and Song Hye-kyo for years. Sometimes, one sincere statement can carry more weight than 1,000 rumors, don't you agree? This is the moment fans will look back on as the turning point, the time Lee Min-ho finally broke his silence and spoke about Song Hye-kyo in a way that can't be ignored. It's a moment that has brought joy, tears, debates, and endless discussions, and it will no doubt continue to fuel the Min-kyo story for years to come. Whether they are destined to be together romantically, or whether this is simply a bond of mutual respect and admiration, one thing is undeniable. The connection between Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo is real, and fans around the world can feel it. And now, with Lee Min-ho finally speaking out, the story has entered a whole new chapter. What do you think his words really meant? Was it a confession, a defense, or just a heartfelt acknowledgement of someone he deeply respects? Whatever your interpretation may be, one thing's for sure, Lee Min-ho's decision to speak out at last about Song Hye-kyo has changed the conversation forever, and the world is watching to see what happens next.